started this pantry 22 years ago. Most of these people are experiencing food insecurity. I heard from a church member about Hunters Against Hunger, so I called. I believe it was 20 years ago, and we've been receiving 500 to 600 pounds of deer meat regularly each year since then.
It's so much like ground beef, more lean, and it's just got a lot more wild flavor to it. Right over here we have the latest drop off to the Bayshore Community Food Pantry. Typically give out 100 to 200 pounds up to like 600-700 pounds per location. This year Ryan spearheaded getting a cooler trailer.
This is the Norman G. Wilder Wildlife Area, and this is one of our coolers that sits perfectly on a wildlife area. I got 2 today at this cooler. We have 8 coolers in Delaware. They're all open to the public. They're self-service. The program has been here for a very long time. We've seen some spikes, like in 2008, there was a spike of donated deer. I think that year they harvested over 1,000 deer. 2, 3. So last year was one of our highest years for donations ever. We had 809 deer donated in Delaware in total.
Not one first.
509 of those deer went to our Georgetown Correctional Facility to be processed.
Close to 17,000 pounds of processed venison. So what we have is a venison hind quarter here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the meat and debone it. I teach them how to break that deer down from that start process all the way through until it gets bagged and put in the freezer. Once the day's done, we'll clean up all of the cutting boards. I mean, everything gets sanitized and washed, and a lot of water gets thrown through here. Back in the early 2000s, Warden Edel and Director Emery got together, wanted to start a butchering program for the state's venison project. Once the offenders complete 50 hours of training, they get a basic knife handling, safety, sanitation, and equipment operation certificate, which could potentially help them in the re-entry process in the community with getting a job. A pay scale for a butcher could be $25 to $27 an hour. We can usually do anywhere between 10 and 15 deer a day, process them. So what he's doing is he's cutting that meat into chunks just so the grinder can go through it real easy. All this meat that we process out of this shop goes back out into the community. We're making a difference in the community.
People are definitely hungry all year long.
This service is not to show that hunters kill a lot of deer. It's to show that our hunters are willing to donate deer to a program like Hunters Against Hunger, and that deer is going to somebody as a food item.